Hello, I'm here with Mark Disharoon, and we're talking about plant communication today. How's it going, Mark?
It's going good.
All right. So, would you mind telling us how do you define plant communication?
I would define plant communication, or more, I would call it the language of plants. Uh, it's not. It's not a thing like us humans communicate. It's more based on feelings and thoughts and dreams, and daydreams and visions. Um, and you sit with or you drink tea or you take plants, if you slow yourself down and observe how it's moving through your body and what it's doing, I think that's kind of the that's kind of how I see plant communication.
Cool. And what has your personal experience been with developing plant communication?
I guess my first experience with what I would call plant communication was more just communicating with nature as a whole. But when I was in my early 20s, I started studying compound and kind of a spiritual philosophy that he laid out, which was very Native American in its origin. But it just taught me to meditate and slow down and just go out and actually experience the nature or the world without putting labels on it. And just try to feel it rather than observe it. And I would say that's when it started. And over the years, having worked at Earth Farm with lots and lots of people, started noticing patterns in the way people would act, how they felt when they were in a giant field of anything. And some of them were singular anomalies. Others have been consistent throughout the years. And yeah, it happens on a regular basis. Somebody will feel something, experience something, and 9 times out of 10, you start looking into how the flower essence of the plant is used or how it's used homeopathically. Um, Whatever that person is feeling would be in line with something that that plant has to do. Yeah.
Neat. So, you get to observe a lot of that at Earth Farm.
Yes, yes.
Are there any
Lots.
particular stories that stick out? If you're open to sharing.
Yeah, I'll keep it people anonymous,
Mm-hmm.
protect the innocent. Um, the most recent one happened last year, and it was we were working with shepherd's purse. So in shepherd's purse harvest, and I noticed one of the interns was uh, was off by herself, which seemed out of character because she was always working with the group, and so I went over and asked if everything was all right, and she just she she was in tears and she couldn't stop, and she didn't understand why, because she was normally like a tough, she could control her emotions if she needed to like that, but in this instance she couldn't. And so she just kept working by herself, or bigger the space she needed. But I went after that and I looked up what shepherd's purse flower essence was for. It's about forging new paths and transition, and let go of things from the past, or not even the faraway past, but the recent past. And this woman who was currently in the midst of a divorce, after having been with someone for a long time, and was at a point in her life where it was frightening. She wasn't old, she wasn't very young either. But this whole new journey for her was weighing on her heavily. And so I went and read that to her, and then it helped her. It made a little more sense. And then as soon as we left the shepherd's purse and went on to the next project with a different plan, she was fine. But the emotional heaviness went away. She was able to gain her composure. But when she got home at the end of the workday that day, she found the finished divorce papers. But they had arrived at the house that day. And that was, I saw it all as connected. The plant was helping her purge some emotional stuff she was hanging on to. Between that, what the plant has the ability to do, and the fact that her finalized divorce came through. Yeah, that's how it usually works.
Thanks for sharing. Release into closing, it sounds like. A release into closing from that experience.
Yes. I think there was some degree of closure. And she just didn't realize it in the moment that that's what it was. But after being able to look over, after everything happened, she felt that. And that also, by the way, was her first plant communication experience. She kind of was on the fence about the fact that plants have the ability to do that. So after all that happened, she was just like, all right, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's real.
Experiential learning. What would you recommend for people who want to deepen into that communication, or for people who do feel more skeptical about it?
Well, there's a lot of things you can do. If you put yourself out in the beautiful wild places in nature, it's hard to not feel that. It might not be direct, like question answer stuff with individual plants, but the feeling that you get when you're standing in the forest or something like that, it's the same thing. But I think the best way that I've seen to introduce people to plant communication, plant language, is drop dose at Herb
That
Farm.
sounds a little sketchy.
um,
What is that?
Drop dose. A lot of people use that term, and it can mean a lot of things. But when I say that, I mean it's basically a blind tasting of an extract or tea or the whole plant, fresh or dry, where one person facilitates, the group chooses a plant, and then everyone takes that plant and then goes off and just sits with it for however long a time. And, when you do that exercise, you slow yourself down and try and meditate on what's going on in your body when you take a plant, and just record everything. There aren't any wrong answers. It's um, it, it's not a contest or a guessing game. It's just want to write it down as you feel it and see it, and then after everybody sits with it for some time, then we all come back together and we share our experience with that plant. And so once everybody's shared their experience, we then the facilitator talks about the plant. I like to talk about the plant as much as I can without revealing what it is, and then
Keeps them intrigued.
and then I'll tell them what it is, and usually, say 90% of the time, everyone says at least one thing they felt that is pertinent to what the plant can do, whether on the physical level or emotional level, a spiritual level. It goes from that up to some people are naturally more intuitive than other people, I think. And sometimes people nail it. Take it, they sit with it, and then sit down and tell you everything there is to know about it without knowing what it is, and that's why I like it. It's gentle, it's easy, and it's good for people who are kind of on the fence. It just allows them to start trusting their own body and intuition, and see that it is real. You can learn a lot about plants and yourself by doing exercises like that. The other way is to just go out and sit with a plant. If you feel called to pick a piece, sit there and hold it in your hand, or you can just sit with it, and you can get the same results. So, yeah.
You care to talk to us a little bit about Dandelion? Drinking some Dandelion tea right now. How does that feel for you?
It feels good. It's been a while. No embarrassed to say. But, try to use the Dandelion on a regular basis. But, it's just good. It's nice. It's earthy. It's nice and grounding. I just, whenever I think about dandelions, I think they represent the unconditional love that plants have for us as humans. Just because no other plant has been more vilified than the dandelion. Regardless of how humans treat it, it always keeps coming up in their space, and just because we need it. And to me, that's unconditional love. But, yeah, you can't treat people and other things the way that some of the people treat dandelions without them going away. Yeah, but the dandelion always comes back.
Would you care to share a song with us? I hear you've got some really great ones.
Yeah. Let's see. Which one? Keep going.
All right.
Just look down, good Lord. Yellow flowers growing all over town. Taraxacum fishing now cover much ground when the seeds blow around, making acne go away each and every day. The true tonic way helps with dullness of the mind. Lowest bound transit time, east side to the west side, closes up at 9. It's got electrolytes, helps kidney stones pass, works really fast for indigestion and gas. Vitamin C content is average, for high cholesterol you should have it. Use it for spleen ailments, increases urine, promotes flora in the intestines. Like the way you work it, oh dandelion. Gotta dig it up, like the way you work it, oh dandelion, yeah. Like the way you work it, oh dandelion. Gotta dig it up, like the way you work it, oh dandelion, yeah. She stimulates bile, diuretic all the while. Young leaves that really taste mild, well balanced vitamin profile. Heals digestion, this we know. You can tell by the way that it grows. This is an herb that heals liver, an alternative, oh that's what you've heard. The seeds they have are peppers. You blow on it, tells you what the time is. You should use it every day for an infection in the kidney. I like the way you work it, you're a superfood all the way. Leaves taste fine in the springtime. We use the flowers and make dandelion wine. Like the way you work it, oh dandelion. You gotta dig it up, like the way you work it, oh dandelion. Like the way you work it, oh dandelion. Gotta dig it up, like the way you work it, oh dandelion.
Yeah! Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. And I'm sure we'll have you back sometime.
All right. Great.